Good morning, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Planet Base. Planet Base, the Tree of Life, Genesis 129, aka Virgo Networks, the Animal Planet, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka the Maidens and the Virgins, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire coming straight from that sparkle star, the brightest star of the constellation. Always got a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what I'm trying to say. Remember, I'm just the outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. Okay, but this here, the name of this is called Hood Rat. Hood Rat Hopper. Mrs. Project Lifestyle. We're going to get into this clip with this female, and I'm not going to show her face because I know her. Well, excuse me, I used to work with her back in the day.
They don't have no shoes on. They fighting, they fucking, they smoking. I want to go there. It's fun over there. I don't want to be over here. I want to go to the projects. They out there. They don't have no shoes on. They fighting, they fucking, they smoking. I want to go there. It's fun over there. I don't want to be over here. I want to go to the projects. They out there. They don't have no shoes on. They fighting, they fucking. Sweetheart, quality women don't move from men to men. They give one man a chance. If that doesn't work out, they isolate and try again in 6 months. That's what quality women do.
Quality
They
women.
don't move from man to man.
They don't go from
That's
man to
all
man.
whores do. Once you learn the difference, maybe you can establish a quality relationship. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Styles P says she grew up on welfare. She never had health care. Let me just say this. I went to school with this chick, and I'm not going to say her name, okay, or show her face, but it was just shocking that a 44-year-old woman with 4 kids by 4 different men would even say something like that. She misses the project. If you heard what it said they was effing, they was smoking. Yeah, she said she was shaking her head. Yeah, I want to go back to that life. I like that life. I like the life of men running trains on me and stuff like that. Running trains on her. Never me, okay? She misses that lifestyle. And that lifestyle is replaying in her head. I keep telling people the brain, this right here, stores memory and information. This right here. Okay, this is a high, top-notch quality right here is the brain. And it stores memory, okay, and information. And that stuff is reliving in her mind, okay, and she misses that lifestyle, okay, of having sex and smoking and all that, in and out of reefer clouds with men, having men run trains on her and stuff like that in the projects. Okay, that's what it is with that. And you heard what the other lady, she said good quality women. Good quality women don't hop from man to man. That female had 4 baby fathers. Dick to dick to dick to dick to dick. And that's just those 4. That ain't including other niggas that was up in there, including a nigga that was beating her ass in front of her children, and it wasn't even the kid's father. Okay, yeah. It's like, yo, you should want better for your children. You shouldn't want your children to be in that type of environment. In the projects, that's a low quality of life. Why would you want a low quality of life? Why would you even want to repeat that? Why would you even want to miss that? You know, I spoke to a few females during my lifetime, and they even said that they wanted to get out of the projects. They said, man, I wanted to get out of the projects. And I never lived in the projects a day in my life. I've been there because my mom used to be friends with this chick named Mona. And Mona had a daughter named Tarnisha. Okay, and Mona was a single mom, and she stayed in the projects down there on, near Plainfield Avenue somewhere in Plainfield. Okay, and I used to always go and stay the night at Tarnisha house, and at that time I lived around the corner on Plainfield Avenue. Okay, that's what it was with that. Okay, and my mother used to hang out So I used to always go over there all the time, but I never ever lived in the projects a day in my life. And that type of mentality right there, child, I would never want my kids to even play with them type of kids. And I don't care who get offended or not. That saying, you got to take your shoes off before you come to the house, before you come inside, that is to be true. Okay, because people carry bad spirits. That female right there, and I used to work with her back in the, what was it, late 90s, early 2000s. I used to work with her at Pizza Hut. And even back then in Pizza Hut, she was getting ran through. Okay? And this is late 90s, early 2000s, and we in 2026, and she's still getting ran through. She had a brand new baby by a fourth nigga. It's like, girl, you know how much bacteria her pussy got? One nigga contained many types of bacteria, and she got 4, so she got all these different types of bacteria in her pussy from all 4 of her baby fathers. That is nasty and disgusting. She's too proud of things that she should be ashamed of. I would never in my life want to live in no projects. Another thing is this before I get on out of here. Another thing is this. A surrogate. You know how much a surrogate costs? How much a surrogate get paid? A surrogate gets paid anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000, and that depends on the experience. The money goes up. The more experience, the more the money goes up. She could be breeding. She could be a surrogate and breed babies for wealthy married couple who can't have kids. Why breed babies by bums just to live in the projects, to get trains ran on you and smoke reefer? That ain't attractive at all for a woman to smoke reefer with different niggas. Have your own reefer. If that's the case, another thing is this. You want to be a hopper. A hood rat. Be a hood rat hopper in another town where people don't know you. Take your business somewhere else. Have some class. Be a hoe somewhere nobody don't know you. Have your baby fathers, have 4 of your baby fathers spread on out. Have a baby father in Buffalo, have a baby father in Harlem, have a baby father in Patterson, and have a baby father somewhere in Jersey City. Spread your baby fathers out. All her baby fathers know each other. And they all from the same hood or different hoods. It don't matter. They all from the same town. Giving each other daps and all that. That's trifling and nasty. These hoes don't have no class with themselves whatsoever. Talking about she missed the projects. They was having sex and effing and smoking. Yeah, I want to go back to that lifestyle. That's what she said. Yeah, I want to go back to that. I miss that lifestyle. That's because that lifestyle is replaying in her head. So everything that they was saying about her was indeed true. Okay, that's what it is with that. I keep telling y'all, when y'all listen to these hoes, they tell on themselves. They don't realize they do, but they tell on themselves. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. It's that Spiker Star, the brightest star of the constellation. Hood Red Hopper. Mrs. Project Lifestyle. She misses that project lifestyle. The project lifestyle is below the barrel. Okay, that's the lowest quality of life you could ever have, is living in the projects. I don't know what woman in the right type of mind will you ever want that for her children. You should want greater and better for your children. You should want your children to have something that you didn't have. My mom was a drug addict. You think I wanted to be a drug addict like my mom? Hell no, I don't want to be no drug addict. Let alone live in a project. 100, 1,500 niggas standing outside getting high, druggies and junkies. Why would you want your children around that type of environment? That's crazy. A female that's not in her type, in her mindset, only an impoverished female, broken female. She's a broken hoe. She's broken. She been getting ran through all the days of her life. This is why she has 4 kids by 4 different men. And that's not including all the rest of the niggas that was up in that nasty, contaminated pussy. She's contaminated. Her mind is contaminated. Her body is contaminated. Her soul is contaminated. Even her children know they little demons running around. Shame, shame, shame. A black girl lost. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. It's that Spiker Star, the brightest star in the constellation, looking into your world, see the things that you just don't see. I'm ghost.